Time is here. FA people, we're talking about stocks and the stock market. We've seen Robinhood before, which was cool, lovely, and we looked at some stock prices and looked at how that app works, but we'll talk a little bit more about maybe why a business ends up on the stock market, what it means if it's a sole ownership of a company, or if there are several people putting money up, startup funds to make these businesses happen. So let's dive into it. We see here a little blurb to start this off that a business is owned by more than one person. The owners do not necessarily own equivalent portions of the business. So let's imagine that, oh geez, I don't know. Let's say Santiago has his little business selling stuff on eBay. This is actually what Santiago looks like, if anyone's curious. And he decides that he needs a little bit more help to make this thing happen. He wants to take it to be not just eBay, but maybe he wants to also sell on Depop. And maybe he wants a brick and mortar store. So an actual physical location. Santiago, although he's just one person, he can then chime in with a bunch of other people that might want to get in on this action. And so maybe he needs their funds, because when we think of other people, maybe we think, oh, they got money. We can bring them in. They can make all of these things happen. Because I know I got Depop and eBay on check, but the brick and mortar, I could use more startup funds for that. So we see that if we bring other people in, you know, Santiago might own, let's say 75% of the company, but then these two jabronis come in and they only own 12.5% of the company. And without these other people buying in, having financial responsibility over the business, Santiago might not be able to make this brick and mortar happen or to have this business expand. As we move through today, we'll see a few converting from decimal to percentage. They are here. You've seen them before. They're nice. They're lovely. So maybe take a moment, rewrite them if you need them. And we'll touch base in a second. For this first example, we see that Michelle is investing $15,000 in a partnership that has 4 other partners. Okay, so you've got a few owners in this, which can be nice. I guess it could also be stressful. You have Michelle, which has that 15 grand next to her name in the business. Nice little chunk of change. And then we also have 4 other people. So 5 total people involved there. We don't know their names. We don't really care. We see the total investment is $240,000. What percentage of the business does Michelle own? What do you think we could do here? How can we go about solving this? Let me know. Well, we know that there's a total of $240,000 involved with this investment, with everyone combined. We know that Michelle has this little chunk here of 15,000 or 15K. So we could just take a fraction, 15,000 divided by that total investment, which is the 240,000. Throwing some dollar signs there. What do you think this is going to get us? Take a moment, calculate this. It's eventually going to get us 0.0625 as a decimal, but how do you think we could go to a percentage? We saw on the previous slide, we could take our decimal, multiply it by 100. That gets us 6.25. And that's actually what percentage Michelle owns. Lo and behold, nice little chunk of change. Maybe this grows. Maybe it becomes $1 million company at some point. Maybe it's the next Tesla. Maybe the next Wawa. Who knows? There we go. Michelle's got a nice little chunk. Mike owns a little bit of the Bulls Corporation. We see that the total number of stocks, shares of the stock, 650,000. Mike owns 12% of the shares. How many shares of Bulls Corporation stock does he own? What do you think? How can we do this? Well, we know that Mike has a little small portion, 12% of everything. It's not bad. It's a good amount. We know that we can take a percentage of the 650,000 now. If we just multiply it by the decimal that we need, which would be just 0.12. What's this number going to be? Let me know. But hopefully you're saying 78,000. So that's how many shares Mike has. Not bad. Hopefully they're worth something. Hopefully they're worth more than he bought them. We would hope in time. If we read through this, we have 3 partners investing a total of $900,000 to open a garden and landscaping store. Okay, I'm not sure how profitable that is, but shout out to them. Their investments are in the ratio 2-3-5. How much does the partner that invested the least contribute? What do you think? How could we do this? So anytime that I see this type of ratio thrown in of numbers and a total amount, I think of what each person's kind of working with. So this is saying that with the 3 partners, there's one person that has 2 increments of money that they put in. There's a second partner that puts in 3 increments of that money. We don't know how much money that is, but we know that they did 3 versions of this. We have a third partner that put in 5, and they're chilling because they put in the most. So they're hanging back, just kicking it. This was really fun to draw if you're curious. But collectively, how many versions of X could we think? Like how many portions of this money have been put into this investment? Well, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So to me, this is saying that we have 10 versions of some increment of money that eventually should be equal to that $900,000. So could we solve for X? We sure can. We can divide by 10. And this is now claiming that all of these briefcases or backpacks is going to be equal to $90,000. Okay, that's good to know. So this is saying that for the person that contributed the least, they have 2 versions of that. So 2 versions of 90,000. So collectively, they're dealing with 180,000 that they invested. You could throw in more money if you want, but this person threw in 270,000. This final person sitting nice contributed 450,000. So we weren't really asked to find everyone's increment that they put in, but I just really like drawing this out. So I kind of like the black background with the white font. So to answer this question, 180K. If you have any questions, holler, let me know, say something. Thanks for watching.